going, everybody? Thanks for dropping by Level M Diecast today. Matchbox on tap, 2024 Matchbox Candy Series. But no, you're not looking at the Candy Series. As a matter of fact, you're looking at the series from 2019. But that exact series was re-released, yes, for this year, for 2024. And for the first time in like a series, we're getting 100% carry forward models. So this case right here is a 100% carry forward case. There are no new models in there. As far as the mix is concerned, this is the mix that was released in 2019. That box will contain the same mix. So we'll just go ahead and crack these open. Obviously, we go and do some comparos. That's what we do on the channel. We're going to do some comparos. But it's really a bummer. Really a bummer. So HVV75 is the assortment code for this. I did pick this up from JCard Diecast. So not sure if this is still available. I've actually had this for a little bit. Not for too long, but for a little bit. Just haven't gotten to it quite yet. So now that we're going to get to it, we'll go over what we got. So we'll kind of set this a little bit to the kind of corner here. Pull out our first couple of models. There are cardboard inserts in here. We'll get the cardboard inserts out of there. So this is the first model in the mix right here. Of course, that is the Dots Volkswagen Beetle 4x4, number 6 of 6. Nothing fancy here. The card art is obviously completely different. The card arts are completely new. But as far as the models go, there's not going to be anything different. So we'll set him to the side. We got 2 of those in there. So you get 2 of the Volkswagen Beetle 4x4s. We'll crack one of them open here in a minute. We also have the Tootsie Roll Hummer H2 SUV. This one is 3 of 6. Again, card art's going to be different, but the models, there's not going to be anything different with them. Get another Hummer right there. The Ford GT40. This is the classic Ford GT, not the new Ford GT. So get one of those in Sugar Daddy. And then we'll pull the other one out. You get one more in Sugar Daddy. So everything has been 2 for thus far. Next one up is the Junior Mints. This is the Austin minivan. This one does have a tow hitch. This might be different from the original. I don't remember if the original had a tow hitch on it, but we will find out if that's the case. That'll be nice. At least something will be different. 2 of the Junior Mints one as well. So everything 2 for 2 thus far. And then the last 2 we have in the mix here, there's only one of these. This is the Chowmobile. This is for Charms Blow Pops. It says Charms on the other side, so when we crack this open, we'll see that from the other side. So only 1 per case, so that one's going to get cracked. And then, of course, the Volkswagen Caddy Delivery. Get the box out of here. Only 1 of those per case as well, so this one is number 1. We'll just go ahead and start with our Volkswagen Caddy for the roll pop. Get this guy cracked open. See if there's anything different. There is the Tootsie Pop. So it does have the owl on there. Looks alright. It's got an orange plastic base. Looks like S34 is the day code for these particular mix. This one has an orange tinted window in it as well. You can see through the back there. You can tell it's orange tinted. This is the original one here. Of course, this mix dated M42. This mix is dated all over the place, by the way. So when we get to this, you'll see day codes are all over the place. But this one has all the same decos and stuff on it. That one on the bottom is going to be the original. Again, Matchbox they don't do anything to the tampos. I guess they can't really do anything to the tampos. I mean, it's just a straight re-release, same wheels and everything. However, the bases are a completely different orange, entirely different orange. So that's a good thing. We'll take that. Always like when there's something different on there. The original on the left, the new release there on the right. So that one's looking all right. They both still have that orange tinted window. So we'll put the original right there. We'll put the new guy behind that. All right, we'll do number 2 of 6. We'll do these in order. Ford GT40 for the Sugar Daddy. Again, this is the classic Ford GT logo, or I'm sorry, deco model, if I can remember how to talk. So there it is in Sugar Daddy. Has number 4 on the side. It says Ford. Comes with a gold D10s. They are the same size all the way around. There's not bigger ones in the back or anything. They're all the same size. Just a standard window on that. No top prints, no rear prints. And then the other prints on the other side. There is your base deets. Still made in Thailand. So this is the original one here. Still has that same Sugar Daddy on the side. It says 4. It says 4 GT. Ooh, there we go. Check that out. All right. So the original is on the bottom. The new one is on the top. And you'll see that they got rid of the GT. So now it just says Ford. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that as a win. Very happy with that. The original one on the bottom, the red was a little bit brighter. The new one on the top, the red is a little bit darker. So we'll take that. We'll take that. I like that. So not too shabby. I like the fact that they at least changed a little bit of the print. Not a whole lot, but they changed just enough. Just enough. And that's really all we asked for. At least that's all that I asked for. Is just give us a little bit of difference. Going to re-release something. Give us a little bit of reason to buy it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Number 3. What is number 3? Number 3 is the Tootsie Roll. Hummer H2 SUV 02. Says unit number 3 on it because it is number 3. Which is weird. The Ford GT says 4 on it, but it's actually number 2. So that's all right. It's all right. Not a very good casting. This has never been a good casting. Does not have an interior in it. That is part of the interior piece there. Does have glass in it, but there's no interior or anything in it. Does say Tootsie Roll on the side. Definitely looks like a Tootsie Roll. Got some chrome utility 6 spokes. Nothing fancy. Just a gray base. There is the worn out casting, I like to say. Definitely doesn't have all those crisp details in it anymore. It does have a little H2 on the back of the truck there. It's a little bit difficult to see that. Looks pretty good though. Sorry about that. There's your deets on the bottom. There's probably going to be some base changes potentially from the original one. So this is the original one here. It is still unit number 3. So the original one's on the bottom, new one's on the top. The Tootsie Roll font print is a little bit bigger on the original. The new one's a little bit smaller, but that's pretty much it. Same deets on the side. The colors look very, very close. Very, very, very close. Again, the original one there is on the bottom. See if we have any base changes to this one. See, that original one was dated in 02. That is the updated base and all that good stuff like that. So there is no base changes between the two, unfortunately. And then as far as the front ends and stuff go, the base colors are a little bit different. So the original one there on the bottom, it's a little bit more silver. Actually, the bottom one's a little bit more gray. Top one's a bit more silver. So I don't know if that shows up on the camera much, but it's a little bit there. It's just a little bit. There's no prints, of course, on the back still of either one. So a little bit of a bummer there. So we'll put the new one there in the front, or the existing one in the front, new one in the back. All right, moving on to number 4 is the Chow Wagon, Chow Mobile. This is for charms, Lucky Charms, or I'm sorry, they're suckers with bubble gum in the middle of them. Used to eat them all the time when I was a kid. This one I'm going to think is going to be dramatically different as far as the quality of prints. You can see the print on the side here is that really nice, high-quality inkjet printing. Looks fantastic. Really like those details. It says America's most popular pops. Looks pretty good. There's your big charms on the other side, just like I mentioned. It's very, very different side to side. Looks good. Really, really like that inkjet printing. Looks super, super good. Looks super good. So this is the existing one, the one that came out way back in 2019. This one is dated M49 on the base. We'll just go ahead and kick it off and see if there's any differences with the bases. There is not. They are metal bases, and then the rest of the entire model is plastic, so pretty common. Obviously, the prints on the new one on the top are way, way better, way brighter, way crisper. But the prints on the bottom one were still that same inkjet. They just look significantly better on the new one. You'll also notice there's the little pop that's above the front wheel. So that one doesn't have any detail to it, but the new one on the top has a little bit of shine to it. Looks pretty good. So other than that, the prints are not changed at all, but that's kind of cool. Just a little tiny touch. As far as the other side is concerned, again, our new one is on the top, existing one's on the bottom. Just better prints on the top. It's just more crisp and stuff like that. The reds and stuff, or the charms and all those stars underneath it, are different between the two, but they have the same wheels, they have the same interior. The pinks are amazingly like spot on with each other, even though they're plastic. But you know, pretty cool. I mean, like I said, it's not going to be something dramatic, but like I said, I'll always take something as long as there's something different. All right, number 5. This is the Austin minivan in Junior Mints Deco with some gold disc hub wheels on there. So we'll get this guy out of there. The disc hub wheels look pretty bright and cheery, so hopefully that'll be different. Looks pretty good. This is Creamy Mints in Pure Chocolate. Junior Mints are pretty good. This one is right-hand drive. There's no interior variation for this model. There is the Dietz. S34 does have the tow hitch on it. This is the original one, which unfortunately does have the tow hitch. I was hoping it didn't have the tow hitch. Just has the same details in Creamy Pure Chocolate. There is the new one there on the top. This one looks exactly the same. The brown color that is printed on the side is much, much darker on the original than the new one. You can see it's much lighter on the new one. It's something, you know, it's something. It's not something that I feel like is enough, but it's something. It's much more dramatic on this side, like super dramatic on this side. But again, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of this, you know, this re-release stuff. As far as the base goes, though, nothing's really been changed on this casting. So still the same details, all that good stuff like that. Looks pretty good. Not too bad. So we'll put the original one in the front, put the other one in the back. And then we'll move on to the last one, number 6 of 6, our Volkswagen Beetle 4x4 in dots. I don't like dots. It's like a gummy candy, like sugar-coated. Not a fan. I've never liked dots. I think it's not a good candy. That's just me. This particular one is for tropical dots. It says assorted tropical flavored gumdrops. Number 6, of course, this is number 6. So some of them had the right number, some of them don't, which is interesting. They kind of mixed up some stuff, I guess. But this one looks pretty good. It's the updated casting, obviously. There is the base Dietz there, S34 it is. So I think this one was also the updated casting as well. This is the original version here. This one is M37. That is the updated casting as well. So unlikely there'll be anything different between the two. Unfortunately, they are the same wheels. One thing that I never noticed is that the wheels in the back have a green chrome ring, and the wheels in the front have a chrome wing, which is interesting. I guess I never really noticed that, but they did keep that true to the rear release. As far as prints on the side, I just don't see any differences between the prints, the quality of prints. They all say the same thing. It's definitely a darker green for the new one on the top. If you look at like the leaves and the word tropical, it is darker green. Again, I guess we'll have to take it. That's what we get, which is unfortunate. It does have green tinted windows, which is interesting. Again, just the updated casting, so there's nothing different as far as the casting is concerned. The base colors are pretty close. The new one's a little bit lighter, just a hair. But it's basically just the exact same one, which doesn't surprise anybody. After all, it is a re-release. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is your 2024 Candy Series. Not that great. Not that great. I'm not going to lie. And I think it's absolutely absurd that we've graduated to the point where we're getting complete reissue sets. Complete. Not like they're doing with most, where you get 3 re-releases and 3 new ones. This is completely just, we ran out of ideas. We're just going to make the same things we made 4 years ago. It's not a good set. It's not a good set. But if it's still available at J-Card, Diecast, scoop on by and get that. As far as retail locations, not sure who's going to carry this. But that's where I picked it up. So if you want it, there you go. If not, glad I could bring that information to you and make you have a decision one way or another. So we're going to roll out Appreciate you. Level 'em, Diecast.